Yeah, hello and welcome to another update on Solana. I'm here on the daily chart just to show you again that as we're heading into the weekend, we are still stuck in this ascending wedge pattern. We're still stuck in this range, you can say, but the market is pushing higher. So the Elliott wave structure, the bullish Elliott wave structure remains valid, remains plausible and preferred for now, especially as long as we are holding above our support levels. Now, here on the daily chart, there are even support areas which could be tested here after a breakout of the lower or below the lower boundary line of this wedge pattern. I'm not suggesting we have to break below it. In fact, I would prefer that we go up more directly. And there are support levels on the smaller time frames that we are tracking, obviously, for that. So as long as these smaller time frames, smaller degree support levels are holding, there is no need to expect a larger degree support break, or a break below the trend line. So, however, the first key support area here on the daily chart is between $140 and $161. But please note on the smaller time frame, there are levels that are even closer to the price. Now, if we break higher and rally higher, then it might take us to around about $360 to $380 in this rally to the upside, in this move to the upside from the April low. Yeah. Now let's take a look at the short-term chart for Solana. Just a quick look here at the smaller time frames, if anything has changed. And we can see that the market is still stuck below our resistance area, which is between $208 and $212. And we are holding above our support area between $192 and $197. So we're kind of stuck in the in-between land. Yeah. So we're between support and resistance. And why is this important? Because in the orange scenario, which is the scenario that you might know already if you watched previous videos, we could be in a third wave to the upside, which is an ABC structure in this case, for various reasons I discussed in previous updates. And this C wave to the upside should be a 5-wave move. It could be that we have a wave 1 and a wave 2, which would be a setup for a third wave. We can get 4, 5, and so on. The problem is that we haven't really seen any upside momentum from the intraday low or the Friday low. Well, there was and there is a 5-wave move up from the Thursday low. So that indeed could be an A-B pattern, but the pullback is so sharp that I don't trust it at all. Also, we broke briefly below the 78.6 retracement, which makes all of this very questionable. Essentially, we're just stuck mid-range without real edge at the moment, I would say. Yeah, without any clear edge. So we continue to be stuck, between support and resistance. No clear sign that the bulls are, you could say, making a strong comeback. I think it's important to recognize that the market might over the weekend just grind sideways a little bit, and maybe we're even forming some kind of a triangle here, but we have support down there, $192 to $197. That's going to be our support area for the weekend. We've got resistance between $208 and $212. And without a break above this resistance area, there's no sign at all that the orange scenario is leading. At the moment, we are in a sideways range, in a narrow range, which characterizes a balance of forces. And any break below that support zone could indicate that we are on our way to the lower support area between $166 and $181. But let's first see what the market wants to do. We are in a range here, both directions, of course, possible. But that's important. In both of these scenarios that I'm tracking, I'm watching for higher prices. It's either from here, but then we need to see, first of all, a break above that $212 level, or after a pullback, but then I need to see first a break below $192, which would unlock prices in the lower range, which starts basically where the trend line is positioned, around $181. I only have to change the thesis here, the overall thesis of this chart, which is that a wave 2 bottomed in August once the market breaks below $166. Anyway, not too exciting at the moment. I hope you like the update. I'll keep you updated as well if anything changes over the weekend. So I hope you like the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, I invite you to join us on X for additional updates, chart updates, news, and much more. You can find the link in the description and in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.